Do you ever open your closet and think, why did I buy that? I definitely have, a lot. But not since shopping with Quince. I see fewer misses and a lot more hits that I'll be wearing season after season. Quince has all the seasonal must-haves, like 100% European linen shirts from $30, performance polos, and versatile activewear. The best part of all, Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of all the middlemen and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. I really like that. I just got 2 shirts. I ordered a third. It's coming in a week. I got 2 shirts. I just got them a couple days ago. The quality is unmatchable. I love them. They feel great. They fit great. That's why you got to shop at Quince. Fill your closet with timeless pieces that you'll be wearing for summers to come with Quince. Go to quince.com/Bubba for free shipping on your order and a 365-day return policy. That's QUINCE.com/Bubba to get free shipping on your order. And again, the 365-day return policy. Quince.com/Bubba.
It's like you can click your heels twice and JR shows up, so we start running just a second behind. I'm looking at, making sure like, oh shit, we're a little bit past.
Oh, I see.
Cool.
I see.
It's cool. So, we start to get into some good stuff usually whenever this happens. And we're always like, son of a bitch, why didn't I press record?
Yeah, no.
Well, here we did. We pressed record. So hopefully click. JR floats on in here in a second. JR,
Gentlemen, the handler is in the house.
What's up, gang? Yes, sir.
What's up, handler? What's up, JR?
Oh, yeah, he's got his.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Yes. I like that hat.
Yeah,
That looks
I
good
know
on
a guy. If you need one, I'd like to hook you up.
Yeah, I just got off that fantastic steak, and I know JR coming in here
Steak
hot.
looked fantastic, buddy.
Working today. Oh, my God. I'm
did.
sitting here. Like I said, I may fall asleep here in the middle of this. But
You're not going to fall asleep. Not in this one, baby. Not in this one. So we've had entirely too long of a day. We're pushing these limits on the time of recording, but who cares? We're going to do it. It's another Bubba Army podcast on a holiday weekend, baby. So just first of all, happy birthday, America. Got to say shout out to Mother effing America. Happy birthday. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope y'all are having fun listening to this. Hope you're safe traveling wherever it is that you're going. And, be safe. Spend good time with friends, family. Shoot some fireworks. Back it up, Terry. Do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do. So, boys, this is gonna be a fun week.
Greenwood all weekend,
Or do nothing. Or do what I'm going to do.
Little Toby
The hell, don't make no plans.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I'm just going to lay at home and dodge
like
bullets all weekend. Just hopefully I don't have to do nothing. You know what I mean?
Dude, I feel the same way. I've been doing all these house projects around here, and I've been on the grind. I got some special company coming in about a week or so, a week and a half.
Damn
so
right
I got to get ready for some projects around here. I've been putting off some.
Oh, buddy,
it's hot too,
buddy.
It's hot,
dude,
boys.
Buddy.
Yeah,
Be glad
it's got hot. It's hot
be
across
glad
America.
we're not working outside for a living.
Wherever you are listening to this, it's damn hot.
Everybody who has to
my
work
God.
outside for a living,
Right now,
y'all have a cold beer and relax at some point this week and enjoy the 4th because y'all bless
God
y'all.
bless y'all,
Road
man.
crews. Shit,
sir.
whoever's
Yes,
out
sir.
there working,
Appreciate
framers, whoever. If you're outside having to work for a living, bless you. Y'all stay safe. Like Tigs said, hydrate. Drink plenty of beer in the evening, but make sure you get them waters in all day and right before you go to bed because you don't want to be falling out in this mess.
Finish your night with a big old glass of water or two and wake up with the same
Gatorade.
thing,
Yes,
man.
Lord.
Just keep staying hydrated. It's the
it's
key.
warm.
I mean, it really is.
I'm
It
like
is.
you said, Lacey, I'm doing the
critical.
same thing. I've got family coming in a few weeks, like special group of family. So, and right during the midst of this, the only room in our entire house that still had carpet was our master bedroom. And Sharice has been on me for months to get gone. I'm off the road for 2 weeks right now for our normal summer break. So Sunday, before I went to the Burt Kreischer show, Marcus King show, I pulled the carpet in our bedroom, pulled all the furniture out, last week took the old antique wooden furniture to Louisiana. That's where I did the podcast down there last week. And then when I got
yep.
back, I pulled the carpet.
Location
today, this morning, my buddy Mike Diamond, shout out Mike Diamond, the man, the myth, the legend. You can catch him at Floribama every Monday afternoon in the main room. He's as good a tradesman as he is entertainer, because he came over here and saved my butt this morning. He was here at 9, 10 o'clock this morning, and we got my entire floor laid today, and I've got trim up on half of it. I just got to go get some more base trim tomorrow and finish up. Yeah, but I've been hammering. That's why I told you guys I might be 5 minutes late. I have been hammering today and the last few days getting ready for it. And in the middle of that, I go to Burt Kreischer's comedy tour, fully loaded comedy tour, and get just absolutely smashed till daylight with my boy Paul. Sharice let me off the chain one time. I told her I'd be safe, and I was. So me and Funky Paul Halinga end up till daylight having a good time. Got to see the incomparable Marcus King play 2 sets, one acoustic at the comedy show, and then again a late night set at the Floribama in the tent with Ben Jernigan from Mobile and his band.
Unbelievable.
With some talented legends in that band, and King got up and played with them. It was fantastic. Bert and his whole crew, the promotion staff, everybody, the promoter, everybody who was involved was super nice to all of us. They had a great time at the Floribama, and good report on that too. As far as the show itself, not just the hang, the show itself, absolutely phenomenal, dude. I get in, we're late. We get there during the intermission because Sharice is dragging butt. Let's be honest here. I was ready to be there at 7, to see where my tickets were, because I had tickets left at Will Call. I don't know where I'm sitting. I bought 2 cheap seats. I hit a buddy up, end up getting 4 upgrades. Don't know where they're at though, so I got to go to Will Call to get them. So I'm ready to get there and see where my seats are, start making some plans. She's not on the train this day. She'd been working a bunch. It was her first day off in a while, so we drag ass in there. End of the intermission, they had some music going. It was cool. You can tell it was fun. We walk in there, everybody's hype, and I'm like, and Sharice is not in a great mood. I'm like, oh Lord, we just brought her the home of crazy white folks down here at the beach, right now at the wharf. I'm like, she is not down for none of this right this second. But so we go look at these kick-ass seats I was getting, and they were dead center, middle, group right out halfway as halfway could be, right in the middle of the floor, but it's in a sea of people, and everybody's up, and she's like, where's our what other ones we got? 300, let's go to there, because that's what we normally do. We like the 300 level, 301, 302, somewhere in there, because you're on the side, so it's easy to get out to the beer and the bathrooms and everything. But you got a great view, and you're not behind the wall, so you get some wind sometimes. Everybody don't buy up my damn section, but there's a trade tip if you go to the wharf in Orange Beach.
I know what you mean. Yeah, you're up enough where the air can actually
because if you're
flow
down,
top
you get and you got to be on that one end, and you got to be if you're you got to be house right, stage left. You got to be on if you're looking at you got to be on the right side so you can, because on the other side's woods, trees. This side is just open going into the backstage area,
especially in July.
Yes. So, but the show was fantastic. We get there in the intermission, and the first act that comes up is Dave Attell, who y'all remember for Up Late with Dave Attell. And he fucking slayed, as you can imagine. He slayed. I mean, he just had us dying. So within 2 minutes of sitting down,
he does it. Dude,
Sharice is hooked.
Comics,
oh yeah, he was great. He's a legend. I mean, I didn't know he was going to be there.
He's all of the dude. All of the comedians, he is their guy. Anybody
dude.
you ever
and
listen
us
to,
old heads like us,
top 5 comedians.
Yeah, old heads like us. We were watching that show when it came out. Like I remember watching his show live when it first was out. Sure. It was a thing. Nobody else was doing it. So, and I didn't even remember seeing him on the bill, like the graphic for the show.
The thing you sent over to me,
I don't think
I never
it was.
saw that at all. I read it and was looking at it, scanning over.
I remember seeing that. So, but that's the first person to see. So then within 2 minutes of sitting down, she's laughing her ass off. And tonight is on a rocket ship to good times after that. And then so we closed that down, Floribama afterwards. I feel bad. I messed everybody up. I'm walking to go meet at the backstage gate so I can get in with the Floribama people because they got a police escort getting out of there with Marcus and Bert and that whole bunch, everybody in a couple of vehicles.
Yeah.
So Sharice is dragging again, not throw her under the bus, but literally she's dragging. She'll admit to it. And we finally get over there, and we're like 30 yards away, and they're coming through the gate with the police in front of it. And I'm like, wait. And they wait on me, but I fuck us all up. And it takes everybody longer to get out, and then the police have to wait for us. And I thought everybody's pissed at me, but nobody cared, so it worked out good. But I felt terrible for a minute. I was like, of course, I'm the guy who's normally on everybody's butt about not being late. I wouldn't have let nobody wait.
Yes.
And of course, I made them wait on me, and
wait
then
for me.
I mess us up. But
hey, Sometimes you got to do that, though. As many times that you waited on people.
And I try to look at all sides, but also they should have tightened that other end down. They didn't have a good plan getting out either. That was a little, but it was all my fault, 100% my fault. But
it was not
experienced on that end. But it was fine. It was good learning experience, and we all made it. Well, they waited on us. Police escort waited. We waited. Went to the Floribama. Stayed there for a while. Came back home. Old school YouTube videos. Brews in the garage. Normal.
Marcus
he's
King's
phenomenal.
good, ain't he?
He's as good as it gets. As good as it gets.
Good.
And he played, and his set at the Wharf was so good because it was just him acoustic, basically just laying it down, And then his set later on was, and his wife came out with him there, and she slays obviously as well. And then his set at the Bama though was with Ben Jernigan and his band of all stars. I mean, the Spees Brothers. Owen Finley on bass. I mean, just a stupid band he had put together to do this show with Marcus. So they go do all of the classic Southern rock big hits. I mean, it was just so he's playing Tucker Band, Allman Brothers, Skinner. I mean, you name the hits. It was all cover. He didn't even play any of his own songs, I don't think. It was all covers at the Bama.
Man. Unbelievable.
How was I not over there? Why did I not go?
I know. It's tough. Sunday nights are tough. Sundays are tough usually for people.
Check my phone. It never rang. I just got that thing about 30 minutes before you were going.
I think you had other plans. You've got a lot of going on, Blasey. You're getting routed.
Dude, I literally ate 4 tickets because I couldn't find anybody wanting to go. Everybody who wanted to go already had tickets, and everybody else is Sunday night. It's late.
I would have gone probably. It's a good thing I didn't, but I would have gone if I'd have known 12 hours in advance.
And then there's some people you don't ask if they want the tickets because you're genuinely concerned for their long-term advancement in life, and you want to make sure they stay sane and healthy and happy. So you just take their name out of the hat instantly.
It's like sometimes you just let them eat.
And that's 20-something years as an adult, not always making the right decision, honing that.
That's learning
into knowing when
learning from your mistakes. That's called growth. I mean, I think that's what everybody listening. I think that's what we all strive.
We're still trying to throw down and have a blast.
Get a little bit better than we were.
We're still trying to throw down and have a
before.
blast. You just got to figure out the right path to do it and stay out of trouble and stay out of hospital.
and sometimes you back up a little bit and you don't mean to, and you go, "Oh, I have backed up a little bit. It's time to inch back forward," and that's all you can do in that moment in time is be where your feet are, right? Be right there. Yeah. Let's make that next step forward and just start baby stepping forward a little bit. I've had to do that a few times. You know what I mean? You got to get back to where you're supposed to be.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's why I think that's why JR had us in separate events to get the whole backstage Justin Moore experience and to be on stage and to see all of that together. Blasey and I with no family, just the two of us.
Different scenario.
For the first time. Now when we go do this in Laramie, North Dakota or wherever, we come up and meet y'all on the road in some place.
We got it. We shook off that first round. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. We're not going to be, we won't be rookies. We're not going to trip over the guitars. We got it.
That cast iron skillet has been seasoned.
I think we still need to watch out and make sure that we keep it dialed back just a hair though, Blasey. And I don't know if we can do that, but Handler, that's why he's there to handle.
That's it. He'll handle us pretty quick. You know what I mean? If he's giving me a weird look, I know it's my fault. You know what I mean? Especially in that setting, if he's going really? You know what I mean? Okay, whatever I'm doing, just stop, sit down, have a seat, sit Indian style if you need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Take a time out. But we made it. I think we both had great performances.
Taking advice from me is
in that. I think
trouble. Let's be real. Any of our old school, anybody know any of my old school buddies, any of our old school buddies are thinking, "Good Lord, if now Runnels is in charge, Jesus, what are we in for?"
Now, after about midnight or 1 a.m., things that's when things get fuzzy. Where it's I'm not so sure I'm listening to you as much. And I mean, I am, but it's I'm not sure that your judgment's is
right.
Any
well,
better than
I always
mine
was
is.
pretty sharp on my feet late at night, and that's kind of the whole thing, and it's everybody's good at what they do. Everybody get good at something, and the whole the wheel keeps turning. You know what I mean?
That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Here you're still handling today in 2024.
Always
handling. Hey, speaking of that, I'm
handling.
off though, so I've got these 2 weeks off. I'm glad we're getting some podcasting in. I know we dropped the TV show this past week, so I saw some clips on thing. We recorded that a while back. Brittany was great. I mean, I've been watching her videos since then on Instagram and different TikTok and stuff. On Instagram, not TikTok, but it leads you to that. And it's funny now. Used to you could watch the videos on TikTok just on Safari. You don't have to go into TikTok. But now it makes you want to go to TikTok. And I'm like, no, I now go to TikTok. I don't want to go to TikTok.
I don't want to watch
to
it on Safari. Yeah, quit trying to do this. It keeps. Of course, we have all of our stuff on Tigs Bits podcast on TikTok, but it's forcing. It's more and more what they want you to use the app. They don't want you to do it even on a computer. They don't want you to do it on a laptop. Because they want you to use
and
the
you
app.
Get rewarded on the app.
You do. Like our videos aren't just going absolutely bonkers, but every now and then we have a runner, and you know what? The runner, every single runner has been posted from the phone, from the app.
Yeah, most people who listen to this know better than not to get on
scheduled.
TikTok.
Let's
be honest. We have
exactly.
We're a motley crew of
y'all go follow us at our Instagram,
podcast,
anywhere else. Yeah, I mean, we're everywhere. Yeah,
all the good. Hey, speaking of TikTok, do y'all remember my good friend Brad and his wife Megan? And I was telling you, she's got the skills, and she's going to come on our show at some point. We just hadn't done that yet. I got so many things to get to.
We got a lot to get to.
She will chug a beer, and she will smash a beer can on her forehead flat.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds like a great
skill set. That's a skill set that she has.
It's a skill set, yes.
And dude, the other day on TikTok, she posted, and she's not like a big TikToker or whatever. She posts, she took some sour cream, some ramen noodles, and some kind of seasoning. The little stages, kind of like Brittany does it. 1.2 million views. Like Friday night, we're hanging out together, and she shows that to me. It was like the day before she put it out. She said, "What in the hell?" I was like, that is insane, isn't it? I said, imagine when you smash that beer can on your forehead after you chug it.
Damn thing is crazy is it'll probably get 500 views. Like there's no rhyme or reason to any of it. Like you think you figure it out. Yeah, you ain't figured it out. There's you just don't know. That's why you just got to keep doing and making stuff. And the way we do it, we just are ourselves, and we talk often. So we record a lot, and we just throw out.
Well, Brittany did it. Her first one, and she said it on that clip was cleaning her husband's baseball caps, and I literally told Therese about that the other day, and somebody else I was telling about who our first episode for the TV show was going to be, and I think it was a couple that came and visited us, or we saw them when we went to Louisiana. But anyway, I was telling them, and they were like, I need to watch that. And then they did, and have since used that method to get ball caps clean. Because who does it? Everybody. Hell, if you're a guy, girl, whoever, you got some ball caps or something, or hats, you need clean.
I've got a ton. I want to put them all in a bathtub just like she did and just soak them. And I mean, it'd be amazing to revive. Like I got 25, 30 hats that I would put back in rotation if they got all the sweatband rings out of them, cleaned them up.
Her stuff's.
So, that's super helpful.
I got a solution for that on the way, but anyway.
That's right. Blasey has teased
after it happens,
I'm
going to have to be really quiet about that. But anyway, I'll update you down the road as moving forward. Dude, that I mean, like I need to probably do that too because I have a technique I use. It's more of a manual, individual technique. But do you got a batch of hats and you want to do that? I want to try that.
You should.
You know what I mean? Because I hand wash all mine. Yeah,
I just don't.
I'm down.
And then her cooking videos and all of her other stuff. I mean, she was just a delight to visit with. Just awesome.
She was great.
I can't believe that we held on to a show that long, especially with someone of her caliber. It's just like, but it was
off the small screen,
we wanted
baby.
her to be the first
Trying
TV
to make sure
show
we keep it all
that came out,
you know?
and it's exactly right. We got to keep everything exclusive, and that's what that month that we did, month and a half of, kind of, the rewards are starting to pay off. We're starting to see.
And talking about
did.
practical things, and not to mention the kick-ass meals and stuff that the stuff she throws down with food. Because I mean that we all love to eat on this podcast, so we love those for sure. But I thought a takeaway also was when she has a couple of great books out, but they're hard to access. So that's good for something if you're on the way up, or if you're already got something going on and you're thinking about dropping a book. Make sure you get with your publisher and talk to somebody beforehand because apparently she wishes wish she'd have done some things different. I took that out of that conversation as as something like, that's something you wouldn't,
For sure.
you necessarily wouldn't probably put a post out about, but it was cool to hear that.
Right. But just that was quite revealing, I mean, they look like two really amazing cookbooks, and I'm sure they are.
You could order them from one place.
You don't get with that right publicist, where you can only go to one website. It's not an easy link to get to.
Things like that.
Yeah, it's just kind of, it's not out there. But she's working.
The next one will be
on another one.
Yeah. So the third one, which she'll have more control over.
That's right.
Just a little. What is that? A little bit of more? What's the name of that book?
Bit of. Yeah, I think that's exactly it.
Yeah, that's literally off memory. I don't have anything written down on that.
I know. We don't have anything in front of us about the notes, but I can tell you I know everything. I know that show very well since that was our first TV show.
And she was great.
To put out. There's multiple versions of it.
Yeah.
And you guys that are listening to this right now on the Bubba Army podcast, you can go check it out on our YouTube. Go to Tigs Bits on YouTube. That show is up live, the full version. It's not the TV version. It's all the same. The TV version cut to 44 minutes long. The extended regular interview was an hour and 2 minutes, and that's what's on YouTube. It's the full interview, unedited. So
absolutely. And also go over and check out our guys over there at Right Now Television. I believe the website there is rightnowtv.com. And go over there. You can watch it on the actual on the website, even though we're on 30 different markets across the country.
Yeah.
On actual direct terrestrial television,
live television.
Yes, absolutely, so cool, man. It feels so much
nuts.
I mean, like Bubba and Shannon Burke, they've been doing this terrestrial stuff, and here we are. We coming in the podcast version first, and we do all this, and we get on Bubba's podcast network outside of our own, and then we get a terrestrial television deal. Dude, it's kind of weird. It's total backwards work here that we're doing.
It is a backwards
work.
I love it. I love it.
Too,
I was telling Riley, Riley said, "Dad, do a lot of podcasts. People get TV shows." I laughed. I went, "No, I don't. It doesn't really work that way. I don't know how it has worked the way that this has worked and how it's worked out. I mean, we know every little bit. It started with Bubba, and then, kind of getting some recognition there. And we just kept on going and doing our thing and get picked up there. You guys are listening to us now. We're so grateful. And I mean, it's just unbelievable. But then growing off, even branching out from that, there's no telling the responses already have gotten some DMs and some followers from some different cities. I mean, it's very early into this, but I'm starting to see a little trickle and a little uptick in all the socials from everywhere. And these TV markets, got some people from New York all of a sudden. Unbelievable. So it works. It's reaching. The Tigs Bits Nation is growing. The Tigs Wigs, you guys that are listening are growing, and just another shout out, another thank you guys so much for everything, and keep sharing our stuff. Follow us. We have our Patreon while we're just kind of plugging stuff.
Yes,
go check that out. We're putting some exclusive stuff only there. You can only see it, and it's free. We definitely have content that is free, good content, and we have some content that is behind the paywall. The paywall's $5 a month. Putting some exclusive stuff there, too, that you can only get there. We're only doing it over there. And then, of course, we have merch, too, and that merch is starting to pop, Blasey. The merch is going to pop, and I think it's going to pop even more here at Props.
Oh,
Popping
I
at
think
Props.
So too.
Popping at Props here in a couple of weeks.
Coming in a couple of weeks, July 13th. Dang, JR, I hate you hitting the road, but if we don't do it, then we just don't do it, man.
We're gonna do it and get it. Look, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it so Blasey can move on. Number one. And
then
number
JR
two, it's a good stress
say, boys,
test.
Let me tell you right now. Here's what you should.
That was a shit show.
Yes,
it turned out exactly like I thought it would.
Yes, it probably will be. But
our call of wrestling is going to be epic. So that's the way I'm looking at it.
even if we just record it on our phones and drop it the next day, like I don't know, like worst case back.
Problem is there ain't gonna be no dropping shit the next day with your boy without Premiere Pro and my computer. I'll just bring it with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you think?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah, it's not on a laptop, is it?
No,
it's desktop.
No.
That's right. Okay,
yeah, it's all desktop.
Whatever.
Right.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna cut. No. You will get
another.
1,000,000%. You will get some exclusive stuff on Patreon, raw video footage that it's unedited. That stuff we will be dropping it. We may even drop some of that. We will drop some of that in the Tigs Wigs community as well on X. Follow us.
Yeah,
X gonna give it to you.
We're gonna use every bit of equipment that we own, like
all of it,
everything, all of
everything
my 5
we got.
mics. I'll even mic up some guy over there in the corner. Like, we're going to use every mic, every camera, iPad, my iPhone. I do have this.
Blasey, yeah. If you go to I'm sorry, I've been out of unengaging, and they all look like I'm doing some side job.
No, we're just we're planning over here. This is kind of like a partial planning meeting that Blasey and I've needed to do. We're just going to do it.
Hey, but if you go to you're right, Blasey. If you go to rightnowtelevision.com, that's it. That's all you got to do, boys and girls, and it takes you right there to everything.
That's all you got to do.
And you push a button called Watch Right Now, and you pull it up, and you just watch it right there on your phone. There ain't nothing to it.
Dude, that's a slick website he's got.
Yes, it is.
It really is.
It's nice.
It's very nice. It's as good as anything. NBC, CNN, like you name any of that stuff, dude. It's as good as any of it.
Contact where
and
where
so our show airs at 7:30 on Wednesdays, and I'm not 100% positive when it re-airs.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Saturday and Sunday.
I just don't know the exact times.
I think it's late at night.
Yeah, like a late night deal.
Yeah.
Let me see
where.
If you're in Jacksonville, Florida, Florida, you can watch on WJKF channel 9.4. That might be some of the homies there in Jacktown, I'm sure. Atlanta, Georgia, channel 32.4.
There's Vero Beach
I'm trying
to
dig through it. Nashville, channel 9.3. Vero Beach, channel 19.5. And if you're all the way up in Wolf Point, Montana, channel 20.3. Holler at us next week on the live show. If you watch the show from anywhere near Wolf Point, anywhere in Montana, you watch the show, holler at us next week, and we're getting you on the live show with a link so you can jump on and talk to us on the live show. Holler at us, Montana. I love Montana. Beautiful country.
We got a TV show, boys.
We got a TV show. Yeah, that's crazy.
They give us ass clowns a television show.
Vegas.
Unreal.
Oh, this is unbelievable. This is so
unreal. Yeah, and we haven't even tapped into what we're going to do with it. Like, we're just going to let that thing develop. It's still a conversational kind of deal. It's not really anything different than what we're already doing now, except for more interviews with more, with guests and stuff like that. But because the lives, man, but what's been fun is over this course of time, how it's changed to where the lives has just become like our true bar room, and those are a lot of fun. I mean, just so many people. Last week was the most ever that we've had, and as far as activity of chat goes, and
the
just
legendary
the whole Bubba Army shout out, Shannon Burke, man.
Yeah. He's such a cool cat. He's a cool
super
dude,
cool.
Man.
I can't wait to visit with him more. Where we, I didn't want to start diving into too many questions because I knew we were pressed for time, and for us to keep it at an hour. By the way, 1 hour on the money was that show. 1 hour and 45 seconds, but on the money, we kept it to an hour.
Man,
so
that dude is that dude is the epitome of that rock and roll radio right there. He's the epitome of it, man. He's as good as
good is that dude's voice, man.
Even my mom called me. She was like, "Hey, I got to tell you that guy," because she calls and she either tells me what we didn't do right or what we did do well, and she will tell me I'm telling you, it's about flipping a coin about what you should have done different. Chad, I'm telling you, next time you don't need to do this. And but she called me. She's like, "I got to tell you, that man's voice, that was unbelievable." As soon as he started talking, she said, all I want to do is listen. And I was like, "Yeah, he's good. That's Shannon Burke, man. He is magic." It's like, I think my voice is decent until he walks in the room, and it's
unbelievable. A little apology. The audio, I was, in this hotel room, did not have my good microphone. Mic was hot. But that's live. That's live. Whatever. We made it through. We sound a lot better tonight.
I did tell you to back off that thing when we got started. I said you need to just stay back.
You did, and I forgot.
And you
I
forgot about it, didn't you?
I
It was good.
because
I'm kidding with you. It was good, dude. It was great.
Oh no, it was fine, but it was hot. That mic was hot as hell.
It was hot.
It was.
Hey.
I went to edit the videos, and woo, they're uneditable.
Hey,
They're just not salvageable.
After last week, when we talked to Shannon, the debate was on after that, so I popped over and did listen to a little bit of Bubba and those guys watching the debate. It was funny as hell. I didn't watch the whole thing, but the few parts I caught when I would click on it on my phone, and because I had it on the TV, and I had it on 2 different TVs in case I wanted to go. My wife had a friend over, and they were outside, and I had it in the living room, but they were like 30-second delay on one of them, and then I would hit on Bubba's every now and then. It was a little delayed from either one of those, so it was kind of a mind screw there. But anyway, when I would click over and watch Bubba's, it'd be the first thing they'd say. I'd just start dying. They'd be like, "Is he got so and so?" And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Oh no, it was the
so
best,
good.
dude, because I was watching
so
good. We had weather here in Lafayette, and so they apparently are on satellite here, and the TV just went out in the middle of the damn debate. There's no telling how many people in this hotel were just
God, don't you
pissed.
know it?
Well, I mean, I've got YouTube TV on and I've got a way to watch this, but I was like, well, shit, I already had my headphones and I was doing something, so I popped it on Bubba, and I started listening in on that too. Unbelievable. I didn't turn it off. I listened to the debate the rest of the way. I listened
that's so good.
with Bubba and them. Yeah.
That's all I listened to because I said I was still at props. I was trying to break everything down, trying to get out of there. And then Amanda came and met me there. But I was like, they're doing karaoke tonight. And I was telling Joe, I was like, hey, I like a karaoke guy, but y'all missed the mark. This should have been a debate party.
Yeah.
And they should be on everything and on the speakers and everything. So I was sitting out front, even though they were doing karaoke inside, and I had my phone up to my ear. And then people just thought I was sitting on some serious conversation. I was like, no, I'm listening. I'm listening to Bubba.
Yeah, they say
Bubba, like they're actually breaking down the debate. I was like, so it was comical, dude. It was fun. Then Amanda came down. I was going to pull the iPad out, but it was just a little too loud. So we ended up leaving, going back, and like, all right, let's finish. So we watched the back half of it just through Bubba. I mean, I would have the TV actually on, but turned down and just listen to them, even though there was a little bit of delay there. So
fantastic.
They did a fantastic job.
And that's a funny angle because I think a lot of people missed the mark because I didn't see a lot of advertisements for there, but I think it silently snuck up on everybody, and then at the last second was the most watched thing of all time because it was like, we knew it was coming. And
is that official? I've been so deep in the woods. Was it the most?
I mean, it's got to be. I think everybody and their grandmother watched that. That night. It was on an off night.
It has to be.
Oh, you talking about the Bubba deal?
It was on an off night. Wasn't it?
Of course, not the Bubba deal.
The Bubba deal
just
was
the debate in general.
I think. The Bubba deal. Bubba deal had 15,000 people at one time in the live. Yeah, hell yeah. That was kick ass.
That might have been a record for them too.
Bubba blew that thing up. That was just on Twitter.
Yeah, I think it beat the Super Bowl, right?
Had to.
I think
because it was an off night. There wasn't
anything
anything else competing with it. It wasn't a game. There wasn't any, so it was it wasn't really nothing going on.
Nothing.
So, and like I said, it kind of snuck up on it because you just figured, I guess, they would cancel it or move it or something, I guess, or we didn't really know because,
I don't think that they really thought it would happen.
And
honestly, I bet Biden wishes it didn't
listen, and even beforehand, we didn't even know what the rules were, really. We just talked about them, and we really kind of weren't all clear on what was going to actually go down. And then when it kicked off, we realized, shit, everything we thought would probably happen is happening, and it was just awful.
And I really didn't think that it. I just thought he was going to show up a little, jacked up, whatever theories you want to throw out there. But I just thought he would do better than that. And I mean, my God.
I'm like, damn, did y'all know you send your guy out there like that?
Thinking,
I mean, they had to have talked to him right beforehand. Was he on fire?
I'm going to be honest with you boys. It wasn't funny. It's become sad.
Yes, that's not hell. I mean, that ain't good.
It's sad that whoever is handling him, and I mean, I know that he doesn't want to let that go. I get it. He has pride, and I understand. I get that, but dude. I mean, it's terrible. It's just it's shameful, and it's disgraceful to America at this point. It just portrays weakness. I don't care who you're voting for. I don't think anybody in America after last Thursday night, and I haven't heard anybody on any side call it any other way than what it is and what we see, and it's just a sad deal, and I wish that he could ride off into the sunset and just go relax and have a good rest of his life. You know,
enjoy your time. You did
and
your
that's
service,
and let everybody else figure it out. But it's time. Thank you for your service. You did it, and it's done. It's over. It's time to move on.
I still can't believe, I can't believe what I was hearing. Again, I'm sitting there. There was a lot of noise behind me. There's music, and I was like, "There's no way he really sounds like this. He does not sound like this. There's no way he sounds like this."
No way.
I was like, and then I really dialed in, and I even walked away, and then somebody was like, "What's going on?" I was like, hold on. Then Bubba, I hear, and I was like, "Yeah, it sounds as bad as it." What's going on? I said, he sounds awful. I was like, he just sounds horrible. Like, I was trying to give people updates. What do you mean? I was like, dude, I can't even explain it. He just sounds horrible. That's all I could tell him. I was like,
it's the worst version. Like, whatever you thought would be the worst thing he could do, times that by 10, and that's what it was.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
it was sad.
Somebody,
that ain't cool. Whoever did that, I mean, and I just feel like I said, it's upsetting. It's upsetting.
It is.
But I'll tell you what I did like. I did like the new format of the actual way the show itself went. It was paced well. It was not spotted up with gimmicks everywhere from advertisers and stuff. You know, there were some breaks for that, but it really wasn't. It didn't break the show up. And the way they cut and pasted the mics and audio and stuff, they didn't let them argue. They didn't let them. But we didn't know beforehand. We did get the facial expressions. We got a lot of what we got. I thought they did a great job. I'll just say that's a good way to do a debate if we're gonna have them.
Oh yeah,
until people get civil again, like we used to be.
Right? Yeah,
but dude,
like it should be.
Hey, Joe Biden claiming he's a 6 handicap at any point in his life.
Hey, Trump probably ain't that great either. I bet you his buddies say,
dude, nah.
But I'm not defending. I'm just saying. I bet neither. Everybody lies about their damn golf game.
Right. Man, I bet that was the only time of the whole night you saw Biden actually perk up. I went, oh, shit, he's got some energy.
And I can't believe they start talking about golf game at the damn presidential debate. I'm like, you got to be. Here we go.
Asking Trump, you carry your own bag. You carry your bag. You carry your bag. I bet you.
Yeah, they're going to big dick each other right there on the national.
It just shows how big idiots we all are.
It does.
The two most powerful men in the United States.
And that's the part we all jumped on, too. We thought was interesting, too. That's the only part. More people have talked about that than any policies.
My favorite part of the whole
That's been talked
deal.
about more than any policies since then.
But Joe Biden ain't been a
can't tell you a thing that was talked about in that deal but that. But I'm sorry, Blaze.
I'll gamble my entire life savings.
I love a great deal just as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to crawl through a bed of hot coals or go out of my way just to save a few bucks. And if I am, man, it's got to be easy. No hoops, no BS. So when Mint Mobile says it's easy to get wireless for $15 a month with the purchase of a 3-month plan, I'm going to call them out on it. Turns out, it's really that easy. It's that easy to get wireless for $15 a month. The longest part of the process was the time I spent on hold waiting to break up with my old provider. That's a nightmare. Wish everything was as easy as Mint. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk-to-text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your old phone number with you, along with all of your existing contacts. To get this new customer offer with your 3-month premium wireless plan for only $15 a month, you must go to mintmobile.com/Bubba. That's mintmobile.com/BUBBA. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Bubba. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower on 40 gigabytes on unlimited plans. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Everything I own, anything ever, and go play Joe Biden tomorrow. And I ain't nowhere near a 6 right now, dude. I'm probably a 11. And please to God, go give me that opportunity, and I'll give him a stroke a hole. You know what I mean? Dude,
there's no way. There's no way that guy.
He never flirted with a 6. He never even flirted with a 6. A 6 is a good golfer.
I love how he said, you going to carry your bag, to Trump.
And I'm like, carry one.
You're going to carry your bag for a hole, let alone 18.
Since then, they've showed the clip of him getting off stage, and that's not much help either. But also, if you were watching the live thing on the channel I was watching it on, it went to the after party with President Biden, and he got up, and his wife did the talking and all that stuff. But they were at some rally thing, right off the stage into this room with a bunch of people, and he talks, but she talked. She led the pack, and it didn't help their cause either. I'm like, why are you keep showing it? Turn the thing off.
Hey, he killed it at the Waffle House.
Just go to fade to black. Just
see him at the Waffle
stop.
House? Hey, the Waffle House.
He did good there.
Yes, I did. Like, where was that?
I mean, he could have been. I'm sure he was
wasn't
sick,
the same Biden as Shando explained. It is not the same Biden. That was real Biden.
But even if you're sick and on meds, you can go up and down on a wave of how you feeling and just in general, because no matter what age or anything like that. But you also got to think,
nervous too. On top of everything,
I mean, Roosevelt
sure he was.
and all them guys back then, them dudes was be in rough shape and still making great decisions and coherent and all that, taking care of business in a wheelchair and stuff like that. So it's like if you can do it, yes, but if you can't do it, no, you can't do it. But apparently, obviously,
you got to know when to walk
after
away.
Watching that, we know he's not sharp enough and fast enough on his feet to be the head of the deal. And a bad look on them for letting their guy, or they were just like, we got, I don't know, but it was something else. But anyway, and then on the other end, and then I
don't think it
still
worked
got
out.
Trump doing his thing as always. So it'll be what it'll be.
Trump. If Trump So Trump did okay-ish.
Yeah,
right?
he lost a step.
Really,
Hell, he's getting older too. He lost a step.
If he would have just kept his mouth, like if he would have just stayed to what I'm going to do and let him just spin out over there, it would have been as bad as
I
Biden
felt
was.
that he did.
He did good.
He did. That's
I thought he did.
He did
okay.
Trump held
He did
back
good.
more
I
than.
give him a. I give him a C.
He didn't say poo. He didn't call him a poopy face.
I'm not talking
or
about
nothing.
his debating skills. I'm talking about his just like. I think he looked over there and saw. Oh my God, this guy is really this bad.
He had to pray. He pounced.
I just need to shut up
when he saw. But he did it. But he tried to. He tried to be.
He still said it all.
He tried his best to be civil.
I think that's as civil as you're ever going to get out of Trump.
Oh my God, I can't believe it's going to be this easy.
But I think he already knew that. But I really think he already knew that going into it.
He fell asleep the last 30 minutes.
I think he thought of it as
a.
Just something I need to check off the list. But he's already thought past this. I think he's already thought past this whole deal because. We all didn't. We thought. I thought there was a better chance. I thought it would have went better. I was hopeful it would have went a little better.
I mean, you usually come away from a debate and you're not 100% who won. Either side can make an argument that they got but there ain't no doubt on that one. It was a no doubter.
No doubter.
If you got to pick a winner, a no doubter.
I beat Medicare. Whatever he said. It was crazy. That was crazy stuff. Now you know what? We've been sitting here talking for 42 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah,
you ain't said nothing about what's going on behind me. You hadn't noticed the changes.
Well, we're in Riverside, and I have you very skinny. I've seen pictures, but I can't see the whole thing. But those that are watching this,
am I a blur man?
Always on this.
Yeah, you're blurry, but I'm also on a hotel internet. You're better than you usually are.
I got a new router, and I'm up to 1,000 Mbps, is full bore.
You're blurry
still
to
blurry.
me, and you're blurry and in and out.
Handler's clear as day.
Wow.
What kind of rig you running? You got me running through your phone?
Yeah. I'm always running through my phone, but I'm like, I've got my new router. Well, you shake your head like you know. You're like, yeah, that's what you get.
Because it all comes back to the main input source.
You could put all the engine you want in a little 4-cylinder. You can put all the attachments you want on a 4-cylinder, whatever.
All them turbos on it and everything, huh?
Yeah.
It's still a 4-cylinder, ain't it?
Still a 4-cylinder. I mean, this video ain't the best that I'm rocking with tonight, but those of y'all listening could give two shits. And those of you who are watching now on Monday on our YouTube could give two shits.
But Blasey can't fish for compliments on his new studio if we can't see it.
Yeah. We forgot his birthday. Had to remind us of that. Now we can't see the velvety, soft, beautiful carpet. Well, yeah. I mean, you thought wrong. God. But you tried, and that's what we appreciate the effort. We appreciate the effort.
I even have an elbow place to lean over here now on this soft cushion. I mean, y'all have no idea what I've got in here. I have built this studio.
Hey, the definition of hard work. Being a lunatic.
A lot of hard work. Look.
You're sitting across from me right now.
There he is.
Chair. I've got your.
It actually started working better then when you pointed
feel
on
like it at home.
It became clear. Yeah. I think it's your router. I think there's a wire
But you
somewhere
know-
out there
router. I
near
got
a
a brand new
mole.
router because
You know
my
that
other one-
definition is if you keep doing the same thing
brand new
over and
router.
over and over and over and expect a different outcome.
Yeah.
expecting different
Yeah.
results. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, let me
Golly.
how many things can I plug into the
But I got
phone
2 new
before I
lights over here.
believe that
Nice
maybe
lights.
that may be
Nice
the thing
lights.
that's not
They're
it?
great.
How good is
They're
my
great.
lighting?
You're a real
How good is
shiny
my- look at
blob.
it. Do you see any?
You're just a brighter fucking ball of bubble gum with a fucking some fuzz on top.
That is.
It looked like you got long pearl earrings
can't
on. Is
believe
what it
it,
looks
man.
like.
Well, I think the problem is it's the phone.
It's exactly
and
what
it's
it
the
is.
processor. Again, we've gone over this, but you
It's
refuse
exactly
to believe
what it
it.
is.
So for the 10th time, it's the processor of the phone. I don't give a shit if it's an iPhone
Y'all wait till this
15,
thing
20,
downloads.
or
It's gonna
30.
be
See 'em on-
beautiful though.
Oh, it'll look just great. You'll have the best
Yeah.
picture. What
What
y'all
other
see, what does it reflect what we see in this chat? This is all pointless. Let's move on.
Tell me
with
your
the
top
show,
10.
boys. Let's
Tell me your
move
top
past
10
this.
favorite podcasts, and tell me which one of them uses their phone to record their video. And then if you can give me 2,
Have y'all
I'll
ever
shut up
seen-
about it.
I'll
A
give you
group of 5 guys. I
got-
think they do occasionally use phones.
I got one. Have y'all ever seen Tigs Bits and that guy Blassie, the one man posse? He uses his
Yeah.
phone every single time,
Yeah.
every
and
time.
they do just fine. Yeah,
Well, to be fair, I also do use my phone every time too as a camera, but there's
But you
software
sync
that
it to
I
that
use.
Indigo
through- it's
deal
a-
or whatever it is. Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, it turns it into a camera, not all of the stuff. But anyhow,
Sorry.
boys.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
that's okay.
it's all
It's
good.
brought to you by MacBook Pro.
This merch deal, yeah, we need a MacBook Pro. We're working on some things. We'll have a PayPal soon that we will put this into the account. Again, you can go to our Patreon. Help us get Blasey a MacBook so we can move this whole thing forward. And look, go pick up some merch at tigsbits.com. Tigsbits.com, your favorite place. Boys, we've got a few minutes left here in this show, and kind of wanted to bring up, I found an absolute treasure trove of material from 2014 and 2015 where Tigsbits really kind of began. Like the
I
whole
did not know you were using
I
that
did-
name
I had-
until
I-
you sent this over. I
Yeah.
thought you came up with that when you sent it over to me in 2021.
No,
Oh, y'all
all
didn't
new,
know
brand new
this?
information.
I
to
didn't
me.
know you used Tigsbits prior.
Oh, yeah.
7 years prior, you're using Tigsbits and you're sending these promos over. This was crazy.
Yeah, so let me pull one of these things up, and I'll play it for y'all. I know I sent it over to you, and I've just got a little bit, but yeah, dude, I mean, we were rocking and rolling, and I'll kind of get into it here. Listen to this.
I'm going to ask Brantley to take a seat so that Mr. Tiggs can come out and play. I want Tiggs to come out and play because it's time for Tiggs Bits. Let's do it. Tiggs Bits.
Tigs bits.
Tiggs Bits. Let's
We
go.
need to use that now.
Oh, man, I'm mad, buddy.
Oh,
I'm mad.
we're going to.
I've had to hold this back for like 3 days. I haven't slept. I can't get over it. I have night sweat. I'm freaking out. Free throw. Free throw. They're free, right? They are free. They're supposed to be. They sure are. They're free, especially if you practice them.
Tiggy on a tear.
So yeah, that. Oh, dude. So I mean, that was Sports Talk Radio. You got to come in hot at all times. Oh, am I hot? Oh, am I hot? You just got to come in with this ridiculous amount of energy. But oh man, it was so fun. So we started. That was my co-host Matt English, which I told Matt today. I said, "Look, dude, I found the Holy Grail. I found all of our old shows, or a lot of them. I don't think it's all of them, but it's a lot of them
How many
from
y'all
the
do?
2014,
Ish.
2015 era." Do what?
How many did y'all do, like, in that time frame?
I mean,
Close
I counted like 25 or
Damn.
30 last night. I
that's
think
a-
we did,
that's
2
awesome,
hour
dude.
shows. Yeah, I got about 60 hours of material. Now, it's all dated because it was at the time. So I listened to like 20 or 30 minutes of one of the shows. I was like, I remember that show. Actually, I don't remember everything about it, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyhow, So kind of to back up, I'll tell the little story of how this all began. Matt English and I started it was Fox Sports Radio AM. It was an AM station in Baton Rouge, 9:10 AM, I think in about 2013. And I went in with him one day. He knew Tommy Chrysan.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
TK,
Absolutely.
and he's been on the show. Go back and listen to some of that good old TK. Baton Rouge radio sport.
That was one of the first episodes
legend.
of this podcast now that I'd ever
It
listened
was.
to when you were doing it was Tommy Croshan. That was a great episode.
That's
Yeah, it
right.
was.
Yeah,
It was good.
He's awesome.
Very
dude.
good.
I love TK. So he gave us our first shot. Matt knew him, did some stuff with him and whatnot, and then Matt and I worked through. I was working at Aflac, and he came on board too. We kind of met just kind of talking that way, and ended up he was like, "Dude, you want to come in the studio with me one day?" And I went, "Hell yeah! I've never been in." Well, that wasn't true because I did have a show in 2008 prior to all of this too, called Total Sports. That's on
What?
CD. Yeah, yes.
I didn't know
Let me
that.
back up. I forgot this too until we're talking. It starts coming out. 2000 and it wasn't 2008. It was 2004, 5, 2005,
Before
2006. Before I
Florida.
even knew you. Yes. It was called Total Sports, and it was also on an AM radio station in Minden, Louisiana. It went out to the 50 people maybe or whatever, but it was a weekly show. We had a lot of fun. It was a 3-man show as well. Greg Parks and my boys up there. So we got in it. That developed. I moved on to Baton Rouge, and then fast forward to I met you, came back, and come back to Baton Rouge. Matt
Wow,
English and I
okay.
started. So
And
that was a little radio dabble, just very small. Then
That's
Matt
awesome,
brings
man.
me into Matt brings me into the studio with TK, and I sat there and I just had headphones on. I did just kick back and
Kinda
listen
like
to them
Blasey on
talk, and then
Bubba's
like the
show?
next break.
Just put them on, sit back, and watch
Exactly
everybody
like
else?
Blasey.
Yeah,
It was
gotcha.
just like it was just like
Yeah,
Blasey on Bubba's show.
Just sit
But-
there and listen.
But unlike
Slam my
Blasey
door
on
too,
Bubba's
here and
show, after the first segment, he's like, you want some headphones? You want to get in on this? I was like, hell yes, I do. And so we took off, and then the next thing you know, we got a show. And so Matt and I start a show. It's called The Bottom Line, BR, and that's where it started. It started in, I think it was late 2012, early 2013. We do
That's
that
awesome.
for a while.
That's very cool.
And then it very cool. It was fun, learned a lot, and it was an hour-long show. I think that show was on Saturdays I think it ran from like maybe 9 to 10 or 10 to 11. I think it went 10 to 11.
I remember you telling
Saturday
me about that.
mornings.
Like we were still communicating. You were doing this little Saturday morning show, pre-college football.
Yes,
Yep.
And it was,
And I was like, because I was so jealous of it because
It was fun.
I'd never done anything like that. And I was being asked to do it by a friend of mine named Greg Smith. He was on an AM station in Pensacola. He said, "Hey, I want you to come in. You be our Troy expert." And I was like, "Dude, I'm no expert on Troy. I can talk Troy." So I kind of like got a little, little nervous about going and doing that, but I wanted to if it had just maybe like,
Well,
hey,
the
let's just
beauty
talk about
of it-
football. But he put on the pressure being a Troy expert. I'm like,
Yes,
I'm not really an
that
expert,
yes,
That's
and
a
I
little
didn't
much.
want to. I didn't want to
Yeah.
be an LSU.
That's what I was going to
expert
ask. Was it
at
just
the-
LSU
because-
or was it Saints and other regions?
No, it was not
Oh,
LSU
gotcha.
at all. It was not. Matt English is a huge Florida
Okay.
Gator fan. Huge. And then
So
there's
it's Sports Talk Radio.
It was Sports
Regional
Talk Radio.
SEC.
But you have all the other guys there in Baton Rouge, Matt Moscona and all these cats, and the T-Bob Abear and all these guys who have shows. They still
That are
have
covering
shows.
that.
They
Yeah,
talk about
gotcha.
LSU. They're
Right.
covering LSU. So we were kind of another, just like we are on Bubba Army Podcast, a little alternative, different take on things where we talked about everybody in the SEC. And I mean, now granted, yes, when LSU, there was something big about LSU, and it was on that.
Yeah.
Our
Right.
ESPN show was on a Sunday night. Yes, we talked about it. If it wanted to continue on, but the overall premise of the deal was same deal. Bar room. We're sitting in a bar room talking to our friends. Very similar to the way that we do things. So, yeah, we moved over to ESPN and got that going, and then that's where you hear that promo
Yeah, it's
that comes
great.
from.
That's awesome, dude.
I forgot that we had the official like radio
Yeah.
dude, like the guy that's in the studio to cut that. I forgot. And yes, JR, that will be used. we will be using it. There's just a little snippet of music in it, but I don't think I don't think it'd pick it up. It's Wild Side because that's what I wanted it. That was the beginning. Was Motley Crue's Wild Side, because the whole premise of Tigs, as you know, Blasey, is the wild card. I was the wild card, so that's why I came in. Buttons start popping off. I come in hot, ready to rock.
That's what you should have done,
roll.
though, on your thing. It should have been button sounds. Pow, 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 pow. It's the buttons popping off, baby.
Here comes do that now. I mean, that's the thing, though, is I'm going back to listen to this audio because I need to refine my voice. I need to find, who am I? Who is this guy now? Who am I anymore? Am I Tigs? Am I Corn Dog Barney? Am I Brantley? Who the fuck is this guy? That's who we got to. We got to learn. We got to bring this in. We got to figure this out.
In your face with that purple face of yours right now is all I can see. Hey, quick question though. I can't get past this. T-Bob, is he the guy that did the thing down at Senior Bowl about the meat market? And do you like young men? And like he's laying up, dude. Have you ever seen that, JR?
Oh my God, dude,
we got to post that again. Find it. We got to repost that. Like after this drops, we got to repost that. That T-Bob did that whole thing, dude. I watched that at least 30 or 40 times. It is hilarious
on YouTube.
He does a little skit. He's walking around the sidelines and he's talking about, do you often find yourself staring at men, young men? And it was like so weird, like talking about the Senior Bowl.
Dude, said, T-Bob's the best.
If you're into meat, he said, this is where you want to come. It was so hilarious. It was funny. Just breaking down the Senior Bowl. It was like, as a like a scout or whatever. So
T-Bob follows the show. He's a good dude, man. Oh yeah, we can get T-Bob on. The problem with T-Bob, we could totally get T-Bob on. I think he would love to do this shit, dude. He would do it. He's just like us. If somebody calls us to come on their show, we're coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's like, okay, and you can do it remotely, T-Bob. Hell yeah, because he's at a remote every day. I mean, he works. Dude, I don't know when the dude sleeps. He's always in front of a microphone. Period. No matter what. Yeah, T-Bob's cool, dude. Distantly kin to T-Bob. I don't think he knows that. We'll
kin to Bobby,
we'll let
the Cajun Cannon.
Get into that with him, dude.
You kin to the Cajun Cannon?
That is the Cajun Cannon's
so you're the kin to
son.
the Cajun Cannon then by a distance.
I am kin to the Cajun Cannon's first wife, or T-Bob's mom.
Oh wow!
Distantly, yeah. She's like third or fourth cousin.
Yeah,
like
cool.
it's not close,
I bought Sharice a Bobby Hebert jersey
distantly.
one year for like her birthday, so she could wear it that year. Because we used to go to games, we'd go 3 or 4 games a year back in the day, and I got her a Bobby Hebert jersey one day. She wore it to the game. She loves that. The Cajun Cannon. She goes full down to Bayou.
Oh yeah, dude, I love the Cajun Cannon. Yeah, he was my man. Well,
dude, that's awesome.
Back when I was a kid, when I was I don't know, Riley's age, 10, 11, 12 years old. When he was playing for the Saints and kicking ass, and they were first time they ever had a winning season, when was it, 87 or whatever, and we got to go to some of those games too, and have we sat in player seats. I didn't know that's what they were at the time. I always thought my dad just got really kick-ass seats. Hey, that's where they were his seats. They were Bobby Hebert's seats. I had no idea.
Family hookup. That's cool though. Nice.
I didn't, but dude, it was. That was.
Well, that's good that you. I'm glad you found that stuff so we could all find it, because I had no idea. I didn't know the Tigs bits had been used in other forms before this. So this has been something you've already.
So
used.
what the way it came about really was that Matt and I were talking, and I told him, I was like, I've got this idea. We kind of want to have a different version of. We need Tigs to like show up and be Tigs. Like he's like, you're great, Brantley, and you're great, but we need Tigs to show up. I was like, I think at halftime of because our show turned into a 2-hour show, we had more time to fill. We had to fill a second hour, which, as you know, we the three of us have no issue. Matt and I had no issues filling it either.
The only real way that you transition into Tigs, you and I both know the only real way. Did you do it the real way, or did you just do an artificial way?
The real way.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Yeah. So we there.
It was authentic. It was authentic.
Well, that's good. That's what
yeah.
matters. Okay, yeah. I can't wait to listen to some of these shows.
Yes, they're great. I mean, they're not they're not award-winning shows, but there's some clips I can't wait to listen back to because I know
They're
some
award-winning to me.
I said some dumbass things. The audio's good on them, number one, because it was all recorded live from a board in a radio, amazing audio. So what happened, how I found this is I've had one on cloud, whatever the hell, the one cloud with Microsoft on Windows. Somehow or another, all of the files got unsynced. I couldn't open any file. I mean, I've got gigabytes upon gigabytes of files, and I just figured I'd given up on them. Yesterday, somehow or another, I went in there, I resynced them. All of a sudden, they all appeared, and I went, "Oh my God!" And thanks to the TV show, had to get Dropbox, resubscribe to Dropbox so we could put our shows in that, and they can get them and all of that. So I went, "Oh man!" And I immediately started pumping this stuff into our Dropbox so that I've got these things saved before something screws up again and I lose them. So, and I did not realize I had forgotten that the radio shows were in one of these large folders. I'm looking on my phone in Dropbox of what is downloaded because I went downstairs while things were downloading, see what was up. Bam, there was the radio shows, the bottom line BR radio shows. I went, "Oh my God, no way. And I was like almost shaking because I thought I'd lost them.
Yeah.
I was pissed because I knew I had recorded them, but I could not find them. Bam, found them. No telling what we're going to uncover. I told Matt. Matt is fired up. Matt, I told him, I want you to come on a live so you two can grill, grill him to what was Tigs really doing. Yeah, what was happening?
That is great, man.
Then.
We might have to put that on Patreon. That might get a little, statutes of limitations.
There's a lot of Patreon material there.
There is a show up on Patreon right now. I think it's the March 25th or whatever show that I found. I was able to upload that. Because I got the MP3. There it is. Commercials and all. It even has the local Baton Rouge commercials on there, which I thought was hilarious. So, I mean, dude. It's great. A trove trial or whatever.
Treasure trove.
It's just a pile of a lot of fun. Treasure trove. That's it. I can't talk. Boys, I've been talking since 6:30 this morning. I have not stopped. I walked in here and had 5 minutes to set this up.
You nailed it, buddy. I thought it was great.
So
I thought you did great.
You
sounded
good. My word.
Great show. You sent us a little outline. We totally didn't even fucking go by, so we apologize for that.
Do we ever?
Feel bad. I feel bad you even wasted your time, but I looked at it. I did look at it once we started.
I wrote a few things down on a piece of paper. I think I checked
I just like to have.
I put Bubba show, TV show.
To,
I just figure we'll go from there.
That pretty much explains it. I mean, that's really what we really wanted to drill down on this week.
Well, I'm glad you talked a lot. Blasey didn't talk 37 minutes about his house project. Then at least, Corn Dog Barney. Thank you for that.
Oh my God!
I can't wait.
And we never even got into the damn props wrestling deal, but
we're going to right
and
now.
And I need a better Bubba update. I need another quick Bubba update too.
Yes, we're not done yet.
I'm good tonight, boys.
I'm good. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I think it's.
Hey, I refloored my wife's bedroom. She's been wanting done for 3 goddamn years. I could stay in here all night tonight. I'm good. I got to go get a beer soon, but besides that, I'm good.
Oh hell. This may be a damn record. Maybe a damn record show.
Let's make sure we get what we need to get out.
Ass for the last 2 days. Let's do. Hey, let's do that. It's funny. Actually, I said I checked too. I didn't check anything. I don't know why I checked that. I said props wrestling. I hadn't even talked about it yet, but we are now.
Yeah, we are. We tease.
So let's get into that real quick. I mean, I've been mentally going through the logistics of this thing, JR, and with talking with Tigs here, trying to get this thing figured out. Like every possible, preparedness and second level preparedness, because we got minimal equipment here. You know what I mean? I got.
What can I do to help? What can I do to help? What can I do to help? Is there anything I can do to help? I've got all this gear here. You can borrow any of my gear if you need to get some. We'll have to meet or something. But do I need to get somebody in the area to come help you? Need me to find somebody in the area that can help with audio-visual stuff, or what's up?
Man, I don't. I think we kind of
What's the goal? What we trying to have going on? What we got going on?
We got 2 things going on. We got, all right, so one, and I've been talking to the owner, and he's showing me where this network hooks outside, and it goes in and it's not even used right now. He's got a third network he don't even use, and we're going to set it up. He took me in the back. He's got, dude, it looks like something out of like I feel like you've walked into the Pentagon or something. When you walk in behind the brewery in his office, it's like, like all the, you know what I mean? Like I should be switching some things out, clipping some wires, you know what I mean? Sticking a little card in, stealing some information and getting out of there. It's one of those.
The AV, like an AV media wall.
He's like, all we got to do is just come. I don't even know.
AV media wall.
He said, we go in here, we'll plug it in here, right here. And he said, then you'll just plug in your, your Cat 6, take it out to your router. You're golden. That network's yours. I was like, this is all I need, because that's what I'm worried about is the internet. After the internet, we may not be perfect, but if we got the internet and we can do, we've seen what StreamYard can do live. We can set up a camera behind the board itself, and then we can sit at our table, which is a throwing line. And then right next to us, that's where the wrestling's going to get going. They got wrestling, full wrestling.
What do they have set? Do they have a ring and things they need? Do they have any music? What do they have? Do you know?
I don't know what they have.
I mean, are they going to put a ring up, or are they going to wrestle on the ground? Do you know?
Dude, no.
That's a fair question. I don't. Dude, this is all on Blasey. I have no idea. I'm showing up. I'm going to help. This is
wrestling. So what they're going to do, JR, underneath that plane, they're going to put a ring in. They're going to build a ring. I mean, a full ring, right? Nice. A wrestling ring. And then there's going to be a ladder match that night where the belt's up on one of the blades of the plane. They got to get up there to get it. I know that's going down.
Oh, it's going to be on one of the. It's going to be on the plane, like the belt's going to be hanging off the prop.
Yes, absolutely.
Props.
That's cool.
Yes,
good idea.
It is. You got to climb up.
Use the gimmick that's already in place. Yeah, of course.
Great idea. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Smart. So listen to this, JR. We've been given full exclusive rights, and I don't know what to do with this. It's like it's almost too much. We can cover this thing. Like we can transition right out of a world cornhole championship, giveaway, and transition right into covering this whole wrestling deal.
What's the time frame on this? How much do you have time to do both of these?
So so it's funny. I thought it was actually starting earlier in the day, the wrestling was, but it doesn't start till like 6 or 7. And so if we start, I'm thinking like noon, 1-ish, you know what I mean, on the throwing the cornhole. Yeah, I think something tells me by 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock.
World record attempt. The world record attempt. That's what we'll call it.
World record, yeah. And our banner got made today. I hadn't picked it up yet from Little Big Russ. And but Big Russ came on the show, but Little Big Russ on Sinorama. And Sinorama absolutely just made us a really nice banner that we're going to be able to use. They're going to put yard signs out for us. They're sponsoring all that. So big shout out to Sinorama. Ring girls
are going to be wearing Tigs bits.
Not to interrupt you, but before I forget, Brantley, I don't know which one to call you now, and I also have theories on why this show has morphed into what it has, and it's still because everybody loves Tigs bits. And yes, I did hit my guy up with to get that graphic thing done we were talking about with Blasey's thing, and so.
Oh yeah,
he said he's got it on the list. He'll be back as soon as the holidays are over and let me know on that. But just wanted to put that before I forgot that. So, but that's the new. That's what this show morphed into. You started as this radio thing on this for that. Now it's everybody loves Tigs bits. Because it's the truth. Everybody loves Tigs bits. And you brought on us to help figure out this journey of the Tig himself, and because everybody loves Tigs bits. So anyway,
I think
that's just how it rolls. But I got that going. Be on the lookout. Exclusive new graphic for our merch and stuff coming soon. Logo, all that cool stuff. It's gonna be sick.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah! And y'all come to Props July 13th.
Yeah,
we're gonna start. What time are we gonna start this, Blasey? About 2 o'clock.
I'm thinking like 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Yeah, you know what I mean. Give us time to get in there.
That's what I was gonna say. So you're gonna set up a folding table in there by wrestling too, so you can go cover it as well.
Oh yeah.
So that's where it's gonna get tricky.
We got to see what they're doing.
But we're gonna be positioned.
You can do both in the same spot.
We're in a pivot point where I could potentially, if the thing's still going and we ain't broke a record yet. Like we may have to, because we're kind of there to break a record, and then now there's wrestling to our right. We may just have to pivot our bodies a little bit and start calling this thing from there. And
while we continue to break the record, we may have to pause the damn record-breaking contest during the event.
No, you just need to bring in some assistance. You need some help, and you need some people you can really depend on, not drunk people. You need to bring in some help to help you pivot when you got to move one place or make sure the other place is set up. you need to have your 2 spots, and you have somebody that knows what you're trying to do with the tournament. So if you have to peel away from that and talk to somebody for 10 minutes, the tournament can still keep rocking like nothing happened. Barney can stay on the mic, make sure the content's rocking. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have to have somebody go over there and make sure they're getting set up, and you have what you want when you move to the other spot.
Somebody's got to watch the stream.
Oh my God!
You're gonna need. I would find a couple. Maybe help. Maybe you could get some help from the juniors, but you're probably gonna need an adult hand or two also.
But we can't depend totally on them.
The juniors are gonna be there. Their main job. We're gonna put them getting just raw content on
B-roll.
There you go.
Yeah, B-roll. Just
you need some adults that aren't hammered to help. This would help. You can do it however you want, but if I was you, I would have.
My wife's gonna
be like
with
me if I had to do it.
She's gonna
help.
I'd bring
an
Nathan.
Right.
You know,
we got
somebody who's dedicated to actually
Nathan.
working to make sure everything.
We need Nate.
You know, on that end.
Oh,
what are you? Man. So what are you doing for? What are you doing
for
audio for like the crowd? Do you have a PA system set up or something? Are you talking through so everybody can hear what you're saying?
No, so that's it. We don't have any. Yes, you know what? On why I said no, dude. Props. This place is so unbelievably wired and prepared. Now they've got wireless mic.
Beautiful.
Like, and I've gone out. I forgot I've got out there, and I have just because I ran
we got to MC
tournament.
the damn thing,
so we can't MC it. So we can MC it right here. Hold the mic up. Talk to our fans. Hold this up. Go through their entire speaker system on the microphone and call this thing.
You're good if they got that in house.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I forgot that they have that microphone system.
Yeah, dude,
very huge.
It is a very, very, very like slick place, when it comes to their.
I'd have 2 places set up. I'd have 2 places
shit.
set up and try to move from one to the other.
Go ahead and have both of them.
To the other event, and have somebody. But I would have somebody. I'll have Amanda making sure your table's ready, and then whatever power y'all got to switch, and then get the boys to help grab the stuff real quick. We're gonna move over here, flip, and be ready when the wrestling first kicks off, because you want to be there for the initial hit of that wrestling to get the crowd in with you as far as watching the show. You don't want to show up late to that. So if the tournament has to lay over, you're gonna have to just split until you can get back together as a group. You know what I mean?
Wow, what a day, man.
That is how you handle shit, everybody. This was worth the bonus little extra sticking around. We kept this meeting going. That's how you handle.
I mean, as simple as it sounds, going ahead because I was just thinking about moving our table, but no, what am I thinking? Have a whole nother section
with a tablecloth,
ready to go.
Having it pro level as nice as you could have it.
Extension cords sitting there ready to go. So like you've got a section to plug into everything. You just transfer your equipment, plug out, plug in, boom, you're ready to go. You set back up, still on the same network.
And have a nice tablecloth on it, make it look pro. It's Tigs Bits. I mean, hell, throw some stuff. You know how we roll.
Oh, we will.
Hey, what about for that? Do you have a long cable to run your? I've literally got like a 2 or 3. I got a long Ethernet cable that I used to use for back here, like a Cat 6 or whatever that I would use to plug in back here, because I used to back on the Justin Moore podcast before I got fiber. I would run it from my computer all the way out of my garage. Y'all know where my house is, through my back door, through the back patio, to my television in my living room, and plug it in the router back in the day. Every show.
Holy cow.
Long.
That's a lot of line.
That's the only thing I had back then.
That's exactly how I.
But you got one. You got one long enough to use it properly.
Window.
Yeah.
I plug a Cat 6. I got 100 one, and I bought a 75-foot today, so I got 175 feet worth.
The connections aren't great to do the connections. It's better to have a straight one. So, but if you need this one long one I got, I can drop it off to you before I leave or something, because I'm actually leaving from Destin that week before I leave.
How long is it? You think it's
at least
200?
It's long. I got a super long one. Yeah, it's
200 because I've been worried about just 100 just to touch.
We'll make a plan for you to get this one. Take this one. I don't need it for anything anymore.
Yeah.
Let's quit thinking about it.
Executive decision.
Then we got it as a backup.
Yep. I'll get it out tonight.
Yes.
Because what I was going to do is I was going to run to our router and keep the router near us, and then pigtail that to another router out near the board so we could run. And we could film the board with our camera, like whatever, our stationary camera for the board.
Less splits. You know what I mean? The less splits.
So I just make sure everybody's got splits, the better.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will 100%. I'm not going to use this, so I'll load it up, and then we'll make a plan to meet up next week at some point, and you can grab it from me or something, or if you come over here before then.
Okay.
Well, speaking of, and I know we're going to continue on this because I want to know. Yeah. I want to talk about the event, but do you guys got plans for the 4th? Are y'all doing big stuff for the 4th?
I may be going to a thing at my parents' church. They have like a celebration of America
Love
kind of deal. Downtown Baton Rouge.
That's cool.
Perfect.
Fireworks show
Good
to
food.
follow after you go
Yeah.
outside because you could see
Perfect.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
So, and go. I think Mom and Dad are going to go.
Awesome.
So we're just going to go chill. We're probably going to do that. We may be going. There's a little neighborhood in Baton Rouge. It has a little 4th of July parade, a little local neighborhood. We may be going to one of those, going to that as well. So just kind of low key. Otherwise, dude, I've been gone for 2 weeks. I've got to cut
That's
my
where
damn
I'm at.
grass.
I've been
it's
on the
probably
road.
going to be on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I've been on the road all year and been doing all these side hustles and stuff. I'm like, I got stuff. I need to catch up around here. Well, I asked that because I want to say we all need to remember for something cool we need to get. Let's get some content. Remind Riley that when he's out and about, because he'll get it from a different point of view, but he'll be at all these things. He'll get some good content. And okay.
Oh,
anyway, back to props, because we got to get this wrestling and Guinness Book of World Records settled. So you've got everything.
Yes,
you've got
how's this
we've got a
happen?
plan for that. We're gonna get you this cable. So as far as the world record stuff, you've got all the cornhole stuff you need. You got all the lights you need back there because that's in house. You got the trophy. We know we got the trophy. We're gonna go.
We got the trophy and we got cornhole and we got boards. This trophy is going to be awarded regardless.
Are
of
you
what
signing
we do
people up beforehand to get in on this? What is the format of the tournament or the challenge here?
It's a great call. Definitely going to have a sign-up sheet, and that sign-up sheet is going to include some personal information. I'm going to get good information from you so I can utilize that as you're throwing and find out a few more things about you. And I'll take suggestions on questions we can ask about. Your crush in the 3rd grade. You know what I mean? Anything.
So we're going to have little bits of controversy in a sense.
Yes.
In an essence. This will be great.
His
we're going to get some great
moment was
great
in the 5th
clips
grade
from this.
When Sally Jensen came up to him and then he shot himself. You know what I mean? And he had to go to the bathroom. But here he is today, folks, about to break a world record potentially. Like
I would just do I would just do a simple Mike
all
Amos
of
name,
that,
number.
but,
I mean, name, hometown, how much you bench.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just go straight up.
How much you bench?
Name, hometown, how much you bench. Oh, you from so and so, Georgia? I used to know so and so from over there. He was a good tailback.
Yeah,
cousin was too.
I agree.
How much you bench? All right. So, before day of show, though, before day of show, are we signing people up? Do we have people already committed to throwing in this thing? What's up with that?
So no, this is going to be honestly so I don't have anything. I'm saying this. We're going to do a sign up thing. You come sign up, and we're going to determine how many throws you get before you need to get back in line, and it'll depend on what the demand is when we set up. There's going to be 6 people standing there. There's going to be 60 people standing there. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be prepared for both. And so my goal is I want somebody throwing all the time.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's me going, hold on, Brantley, hold my beer. You know what I mean?
I would
don't care
say
what it is.
Yeah.
Cornhole Barney, hold my beer. Tigs, whatever.
I'm gonna be cornhole Barney on that day.
Cornhole Barney, hold my. We're gonna be throwing all times, and I know a bunch of people that are going to be coming.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
I
would say, make sure, because we would love for somebody we know, a friend of the family at least, would be the one to take home the prize and have the hardware. I was saying, make sure we get all
for Brad Johnson.
Make sure to get all our ringers.
Yeah, we need to hit him up again.
And but I would let everyone. I would let for sure. Try to round up a crew.
We are, and that pro that taught me all that stuff during that tournament that we had. Couple of weeks ago or a month ago or whatever it was, when we won that cornhole tournament that they asked me to run. Perfect. He's going to show up. Now he's more of a traditional distance thrower. You know what I mean? And and I've been told I'm the one that I'm the only person up there that's almost beat him. I beat him the first game. I had him beat the second game, and he beat me. And then the third game, he waxed me. But dude, I beat him a game. It's like beating Sampras or something. That dude's good. Yeah. He's really good.
Oh, I bet.
This is going to be a lot of fun. Everybody, y'all, we could keep rambling on about this, but y'all come July 13th, props. See if we can have the world record broken. If you can't come to props, you can watch this. It will be on our YouTube channel. It will be on X. It will be on Facebook, broadcasting live. It has all of the
transitioning into a wrestling match.
Yes, it is going
Who
to
else
move.
is doing this? This is going to be insane, really.
Yeah, we're biting off a lot. We'll see. This could be an amazing event, or we could crash and damn burn. We'll see what happens. It's going to be fun either way. It's going to be a blast. And either way, we will have some amazing ass content to be sharing with everybody, one way or the other, however it pulls out. We're going to have a lot of fun. Blasey is on a level 10 of nervous right now. I can already see it in his eyes. Y'all can sense it. You can feel it. No, he's not. He's nervous as shit.
Willy Wonka,
because there's a lot of pressure on you.
To the chocolate factory, and that is kind of scary. Here's the keys to the chocolate factory, and that's what Nate's done up there. He told us that the other night. Do whatever y'all want to do, y'all can do it. And I'm like, you know what I mean?
So go get creative.
Dude. Yeah.
You've got a week. You got a week to figure this out. I will be there in a week.
Oh.
We will be test running this. Everybody, y'all have to just tune in. This is going to be insane. And what I am most excited about, honestly,
what's that?
I'm excited about that wrestling, man. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most.
And we've got the ladder match, folks. Ladder match coming in at Props Brewery in Hammock Bay, Freeport, Florida.
I love it.
Yeah.
I hate I'm missing it. I hate I'm missing all the festivities. But that's going to be a blast.
Well, we're going to do it to where we will do. This won't be the first time. We will, if it's broken, we get a world record. It's just the first one. You know, this is get it out of Blasey's system so we can move this whole damn show forward. It has been a thorn in the craw for 3 months. It is time to move the show forward. So the ship shall sail. I can't talk, and I am not drinking anything, but I cannot talk tonight. Yeah, I'm done, boys. You boys spent. We're going to wrap it. We've gone an hour and 16 minutes. Blasey, any final thoughts?
Tell me what's up, Blasey.
Listen, happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there, man. I hope y'all have a great 4th. You know, again, happy birthday, America.
Hell yeah.
God bless y'all, man. Appreciate every dang one of y'all, man, and all the communication that y'all, all the love that y'all give back to us and all the messages, dude. Like, I promise you, they do not fall on deaf ears. I appreciate the heck out of it. We all do. God bless y'all. Like, happy birthday, America.
God bless America.